Hi guys, welcome to the summer Build Up 2020 virtual program. We are excited to welcome you guys in, and we're excited to work with you for the next week and hopefully get you guys closer to getting to college and the universities of your choice. So this first video we're going to be talking about is why you should take the SAT and ACT despite all the different universities kind of making it an optional requirement for admissions. So first we want to introduce ourselves. So Jenna, please.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Jenna. I'll be one of your tutors this summer. I actually just graduated from UCSD with a bachelor's degree in biochemistry and cell biology. I also earned my associate's degree from Moreno Valley College and Mount San Jacinto College while I was in high school. I'm originally from Hemet, California, but I moved to San Diego about 4 years ago to start school at UCSD. I'm also applying for master's programs in genetic counseling this fall. So this summer, I'm kind of just working on taking my GRE, which is kind of like the SAT of graduate school. So one fun fact about me is that I recently got engaged in January. Yay.
And Faiza.
Hi guys, my name is Faiza. I also just graduated from UCSD with a bachelor's in biochem and cell bio. I'm originally from LA and I moved to SD for school and now I moved back to LA because I like it better here. And I'm also applying for my master's in physician assistant. I'm taking a gap year right now, so I'll be applying next cycle. And right now I'm just trying to gain a lot of patient care experience because you need that there's like a minimum requirement for PA schools. So I'm trying to complete that minimum requirement. And then fun fact about me is that I was actually not born here and I moved here to the US at the age of 6 from Pakistan, and I like it so much better here.
Cool. Hi, so I'm Tomas. I'm the program coordinator for Build Up this year. I have my master's degree in equity and social justice from San Francisco State University. I have my bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies in sociology, English, and rhetoric from SDSU. I'm from San Diego. I was born and raised. However, fun fact about me, I've lived in Spain and I am only 5'4". And Susan, could you give a little bit of background on your
my name is Susan Perez, and I'm the Assistant Director for TRIO and the Director for Build Up. And I am not 5'4", fun fact for me. And I graduated from University of California, San Diego in 1986, believe it or not, but with an undergraduate degree in management science. I was an engineering major. I was first generation low income student. And didn't have a lot of support. So I did get out in 4 years, but I ended up changing my major, kind of wished I hadn't in retrospect. I have a master's degree in education and in public policy, and I went to Ohio State University for my master's program. I've been a science teacher, I've been a high school counselor, I've been a college counselor. I've lived in, fun fact, I've lived in Hawaii, I've lived in Connecticut, and I've lived in Ohio, and I was born and raised and grew up in San Diego. And I am excited to be here with you guys.
Cool. Fantastic. So this is us. We're going to be working with you for the summer and then eventually onto the school year. But for the main part of this video, we're going to be talking about the SAT and ACT. So which schools do not require the SAT and ACT? So
All right, so I'm just going to kind of introduce just a couple of schools that no longer require the SAT or ACT, and those are Harvard University, Cornell, Princeton, University of Pennsylvania, all University of California or UC campuses, all California State University or CSU campuses, USC, and USD, which is the private university in San Diego. But there's many more schools that no longer require the SAT or ACT that I haven't written up here. And if you want to know more about those, then you can go to fairtest.org, and we've included a link at the bottom of the slide if you want to go check that out.
Fantastic. So why should you still take the SAT and ACT despite all these different schools not requiring it for admissions?
So you should still take the SAT, even though a lot of these schools don't require for a number of reasons. One of them is that UCs may still consider the SAT, ACT scores for course placement. Like subject tests could help you get out of some of the lower division courses, depending on your score. Especially UC Berkeley's engineering program, they require the SAT in math. Your SAT, ACT test scores may make you eligible for certain merit-based scholarships. Your SAT, ACT scores may also help you get into a college if you're on the edge of being accepted. It can only increase your admission options. It cannot decrease your admission options. Even though the SAT, ACT is not required by the UCs and CSUs, there's still so many schools that require it. So that can also open up your opportunities on applying to different schools, since a lot of other schools still do require the SAT, ACT.
Fantastic, thank you. So another example of why we should still take the SAT and ACT. So 5, taking the SAT and ACT opens more opportunities for you. Remember, not every school got rid of it, so we have to be aware of making sure that we know exactly what each different university that we are applying to, what their admission requirements are. So most private and out-of-state schools still require the SAT. Keep that in mind if you're thinking about using the Common App to apply to private schools. So taking the SAT and ACT will make you a more competitive applicant, right? So if one student is taking it and one student doesn't take it, that just gives a student another criteria that the admissions committees are going to be looking at. If students want to pursue a STEM major, taking the SAT can be especially beneficial if your score is better in the math section, or take the specific subject test, like the example of UC Berkeley's engineering.
And I just included a slide here so you guys can see what the language is. This is for University of California, and this is what they posted on their site regarding what they mean by test optional. And if you look at, and I don't know if I can point on this, but if you look at the the year, it says for students who are applying 2021 to 22, which includes you, it's test optional is the plan. But if you look at what it means, it says all students have the option of submitting. And then students will not be penalized for their admission, so it can only help you. And students will no longer be required to submit the SAT or ACT writing test. So it says they may use the test scores for admissions. Doesn't mean that they will, right? But they may. Scholarships or post-enrollment course placement, statewide eligibility for admissions guarantee. So this is actually really important. And I'm going to say from my own experience over the years with working with students who have applied to test optional schools over the years, is that if you have a strong score, for the school that you're applying to, then you should submit it. But if you don't ever take it, you won't know what your score is. So again, this is a low pressure, but you should prepare taking the test, SAT or ACT, or a subject test. And then you decide what you want to do with it. You have control of this. You decide if you're going to use it or not. And I think that you guys are in some really great hands, because Jenna, Faiza, and Tomas are experts. And once you get together all of your documents for your application process, the testing, your GPA, your rigorous course load, transcript, your letters of recommendation, your activities, they will help you navigate your application. They're going to help you navigate whether or not you actually do or should submit your test scores. So I'm really glad they're doing this. You guys are in good hands.
Thank you guys so much. I look forward to working with you. If you guys have any questions at all, please contact me via the Build Up Coordinator email, or you could call me on my phone number as well. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to meeting with you next week.
Bye.
Bye.